Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is IJ and I do beauty and lifestyle videos. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning back in again. I love you guys. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 mistakes that you can make that can frustrate your gele tying effort. There are mistakes that I probably have made 1 or 2 times. Yeah, it's something that you can easily just overlook, and I just want to point them out so that you can take note of them next time that you're tying gele. So if that's something you're interested in, please keep on watching. Okay, so the first step has to do with measurement. If your measurement is wrong from the beginning, it tends to mess up the entire gele at the end. That's number 1 mistake that I usually see. The measurement is always wrong, and what happens is that when you're doing the bridal gele, which is usually 45-55, you have a lot on the short part, and then the long part, which is key when tying bridal gele for volume, you don't have enough length of gele there. If the long part is not long enough, first of all, you're going to struggle with tying your gele at the back because the length will be too short. So you won't get enough volume, 1, and secondly, the length will be too short at the back when you're trying to tie your gele. I'm just quickly going to explain how the measurements of gele come about. You hear people say things like the measurement for this gele is 70-30, 50-50, and you wonder to yourself, like, how did they come about all that measurement? So basically, every gele fabric, we assume that it is 100%. Yeah, so invariably what that means is when you split your gele into 2, that means the gele is now 50-50 on both ends. So the first part is 50 and the second part is 50. Whenever they say the measurement for a gele is 45-55, it means one side is going to be 55 and one side is going to be 45. So from the point where I am now, where I splitted the gele into half, what you do is you just take your finger this way and you put it on the gele like that. So this is the midpoint where the gele was folded into half, one part. So now you want to put your hand like that, and we assume that is 5. Now if you move forward, it means if I add this little portion to the back here, that makes this part of the gele 55 and that makes this part of the gele 45. So that's how the measurement comes about. You should try it as well and let me know how you go. So I'm just going to do one more. So let's say the measurement of the gele is, so it doesn't matter what kind of gele you're using. Even if it's Sego gele, the really long ones, just divide it into half and then start like that and take out whatever you want to take out. So let's say the measurement for a gele you want to tie, for example, is 30-70. You start with your full fabric and you bend that fabric, you divide that fabric into 2 equal halves. Yeah. So what you do is this: you take 1/2 of 50 and you further divide that 50 into 2. That gives you 25-25 on this part, like this. The 50 is still behind. If you add 1 of this 25 to this 50, you have what? That's 50 plus 25, that's 75. Now my math is not very good, but it's okay, we're moving on. So that's 75. So I'm trying to make this one 30 because this one is 25 that is left. So it means I'm going to take out 5 from this 75 we have going on here. So the same thing, do this and spread it, not too wide, not too small. Just mark it, pick a new point, and this part becomes 30 and this part becomes 70. Yeah? Moving on, second point, crossing at the back. What I want to point out here is placement of the 2 flaps of your gele at the back. The short one always goes over the long one for bridal gele. I'm not sure about other kinds of gele. I'm not the gele gurus. I don't really know much about other types of gele, but I know for bridal gele, the short part always goes over the long part. I recently did a video on a trending bridal gele video. I'm going to leave that link up here for you to watch that video. It's half fan and half round, and that also, the short part also went over the long part as well. If you want to see a detailed tutorial on the round bridal gele, you can also click up here for a link to that video and see how to tie the round bridal gele. The short part always goes over the long one. I have made this mistake several times. The time I was tying the V gele on my sister and we were in a hurry and I was trying to practice the gele, and whenever I was trying to pick my short part, it was just not smooth. Like I was trying to wonder like what was going on, and then I discovered like, yeah, the short part went beneath the long one. So I had to take it by myself. I was like already vexing, like is enough, that she wants to go and stuff like that. So yeah, your clients might not have that kind of patience as well. So like just note that short part always goes over the long one for bridal gele. Next one is going to be, make sure that you push away excess fabric from the long part to enable the short part when you're bringing the short part over, like I'm doing now. As you can see, I'm going to insert a clip on the side just to show you what I'm doing. You want to make sure you push all that fabric from the long part, push it like while she's holding it. Make sure that you push everything away so that the short part is flat enough for you to like bring over and then start counting your pleats. It makes your pleats it makes it easy for you to like pull your pleats into place. But obviously if you have that bulge there from the long part without pushing it aside, it's going to make it difficult for you to push your pleats and you start pulling on your client's head, and you don't want that. So the next point that I'm going to be talking about is dragging the pleats down instead of picking the pleats. When you are going for volume, you want to try as much as possible not to drag the pleats, like stop dragging the pleats down. You want to pick the pleats one by one, like pick the pleats and set it and then shift it backwards. My students do that a lot. We'll to the other things. They will start pulling it. They will not pull it all the way down, pull it down, like pull it from what, pull it down quickly. No, you don't want to do that. You want to pick your pleats. Don't drag the pleats. Now the final point I'm going to be talking about is the tying of the gele at the back. When you are tying, you roll your excess fabric at the back and you make sure that you are tying with the first 4 pleats of the gele. You want to make sure that you're just rolling the tip of the gele where you're going to use to tie. So for the short part, don't pull the first few pleats. Try and roll just the part you need to tie. Don't tie with the entire fabric, because if you tie with the entire fabric, what you get is that the gele shifts in front and then it shifts away from the ear and stuff like that, and that is very annoying when it happens, especially when you are almost done with the gele and then that happens. It becomes difficult to like try and set that back and ears will begin to sing. So yeah, you want to just try and be conscious of that. That is all for this video. Just in case you want to reevaluate what you've been doing wrong, it might be one of these things, you never know. If you did learn 1 or 2 things from this video, please give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends as well. Share the knowledge, it's free, share with everybody. Also subscribe to the channel, click the bell button, watch my other videos, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below and I'll be sure to answer them. Please follow me on social media. I'm IJ Junaid on Instagram and on Twitter, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.